So this video is going to concentrate on page numbers in the header and the footers, particularly in the assignment where you're asked to add chapter numbers to the heading 1 style. So let's start first by adding that. We've already formatted the document largely with the section breaks as required, and I'm going to add the chapter numbers. That's where I decided to start. If we go back to the home ribbon, we come to the multi-level lists, and there should be a chapter option here in the list library under the multi-level lists. So I'm going to use that. That inserts the chapter number at the beginning of this heading. And then if I go down here, I'll see that that's also the case here for the second and the third. Now, I want to include page numbers in the bottoms of the margins, or in the footers rather. So I'm going to double click down here in the footer for section 1. One thing I'm going to, I'll go ahead and go here to page number and bottom of page. I'm going to say on the left side, but I probably should click this first. Click different odd and even. That will make page 1 and 2 different, and I'll show you why here in a second. First thing I'm going to do here, though, is change that to the right side, because that's where it should be. If I go to page number format page numbers, there's a checkbox here to include the chapter number. That's how I get this 1 in front of the 1 down here. So you want to make sure that's checked. And then I'm going to insert a page number here on the left side. And then I'm going to come down here to section 2. It's inserted pages 3 and 4, but those are not formatted the way they should be. So I'm going to uncheck this, or it's not checked, it's shaded. I'm going to click that to turn it off. And then I'm going to go here to page number and format page numbers. I'm going to check that box, and I'm going to start at 1. That starts the numbering over at 1. Like so, and then I have to do the same thing down here in section 3. Go to page number, format page numbers. I want to include the chapter number, and I want to start at 1. When you do this on a Mac, some of this going back and forth like this is made easier. They kind of have a shortcut for that in a Mac. As you're doing it, you'll see it. But for a PC, we have to do different odd and even pages, and then do the odd number pages first or second, whatever, but do them separately, individually. So that's the page numbering. I'm going to check through the rest of the requirements, and I'll be right back. So the last thing that I took a look at was the header. One of the things to keep in mind there is when we're doing the header, this is going to apply to the header as well, the different odd and even pages, which allows us to have our name and dates on opposite sides of the page on the odd and even pages. And then I added a border, paragraph border underneath that paragraph, if you will. So that's all there is to this assignment. Make sure you submit both a PDF and a docx file, a Word document, for this assignment. I need both to be able to assess all of the elements of the rubric when I grade the assignments. So good luck. If you have any more trouble, please let me know, and I will see what I can do to help.